Talks. This is not your typical podcast. We will get into wrestling, lifestyle, and mental health. This podcast is unfiltered and ready to go. The episode will begin in a moment, but before it does, go ahead and give us a follow on all social medias, Tevin Talks, and make sure you give us a follow on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, wherever you may listen to your podcast. Here's Tevin.
Good morning, my family. I hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Monday morning. I'm up early on my way to work, and I just thought it was the best time to talk to everybody and just check and see how your mental's doing. Something we haven't done in quite a while was a mental check Monday, and I think we should start now. I think we should start when I feel like I'm at my best mentally, physically. I feel like I can help more. I stopped doing these for a while because I felt like I can't help check your mental if mine isn't 1,000%. And it's not to say that anything was really wrong with me, but I've always explained to you guys I'm always going to be real. I'm always going to be 1,000% with you. And if I can't do that, it's not authentic. I'm not going to sit here and babble and try to give you guys that same game if I can't do it. Again, this podcast isn't just for me sitting here with people and talking about sports, talking about life. This is for me too. This is my diary. This is how I get things out. And I appreciate you guys helping me with that, because for the longest times I would not speak on things. I would hold things in, and I wouldn't express how I was feeling. Emotions are meant to be expressed. And us as humans, we have the worst times with that. And I think that we should spend more time talking to people. No matter if that's your loved one, if that's your best friend, a co-worker, somebody you can trust. We got to get it out. And, you know, if you listen to, and please do listen to the last episode with myself and Grayson, with a wonderful guest we had by the name of Brian Hawks. We had a super good conversation. And if you listen to that episode, which I hope you do soon, if you have not, you heard me apologize to him in the beginning of the episode. Here's the thing. I'm a man, and I make mistakes. And last year, I had a time where I was being an asshole to him, and he didn't deserve it. It was nothing that he did to me. I think it was when I was actively wrestling, I seen it as a target on my head of people not wanting to see me succeed. But it was really on me. I was the reason I was not where I wanted to be or needed to be at that time. But at a point in time, I tried to blame other people. And that's why I had to check myself. My wife had to check me and let me know, like, hey, you're not going down the right path that you should be. You're not going about things right like you should. So I had to make sure, you know, and me and him did talk. Don't get it twisted. We talked. We had a conversation. But I wanted to make sure that since I went on Facebook and made something public, that I publicly went back and apologized to him. It's because I knew that that's what I'm supposed to do. My mom taught me right. I decided not to go with what she's always taught me. And I was being petty. And that was on my heart, and I had to get it out. So if you want to call this episode Checkmate, then make sure that we're checking each other. And make sure that you are holding yourself accountable as well, because you could be our worst enemies at times. And I know for me, I have days where I just really don't want to be bothered. I have times where I just want to just focus on whatever I have going on, whatever my task is at that moment, and just get done with it. I am in a space where, especially when it comes to thinking about my mom nowadays, I am much better, a lot better. I have more times where I think about her positively than I do negatively. And when I say negatively, I'm talking about the times when she was really struggling with the cancer, and seeing her down the way I did. I don't really have as many dreams like that anymore because I've taught myself to make sure that I see her in a better light. And I was never trying to force myself to see the negative things. It just was happening. The build up and the leading to her passing away, that was pretty tough. And I think it's tough on anyone, dealing with that. Anybody that's dealing with it right now, or, had the grace of seeing a loved one beat it. It's a terrible thing. And again, that actually goes in with checking ourselves. Because a lot of us will go around and say like, hey, everything's fine, I'm okay. And that's not really the case. We're sitting here putting off aggression, sadness, not addressing it. Right here, I'm telling you that hospice tried to step in to give me and my brother counseling, free counseling. And me, no, I got it, I'll be all right. They kept reaching out. Even months after she passed away. And, eventually they stopped. After you sitting here telling yourself you're okay, when you're really not, who is that helping? It's damn sure not helping you. I really, really needed to talk to somebody. I didn't know how to at that time. So I didn't, and I paid for it. 1,000%. As time went on and the years went on, like it got worse for me because it's like I'm really missing this woman. I'm not understanding why she's not here. Me questioning God. I think that, which was the worst thing to do. Again, I just kept making it worse on myself. I didn't check myself like I should have and sat down and, like, Tevin, you're going through something that happens in life. It's going to happen. You're going to lose people. Me personally, I'm 33 years old. I still consider myself young. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. I just do. And, my mom passed away in 2017. I was a lot younger. I was in my 20s. Me and my brother both lost our mother in our 20s. And I don't talk about it enough. My brother, I'm not going to say is a private person, but he doesn't talk about a lot of things. Me and my brother both have different fathers. My father is still alive, but my brother isn't. My brother lost his father in the 2010s. And, him being at such a young age, losing both of your parents before you're 30 years old, I know for a fact that took a toll on him. And I know for a fact that he bottled that shit in and he didn't say anything. And he just kept going like everything was fine. And it's not. It's really not. It wasn't okay for him to do that. And I know for a long time he suffered for that. And just like with me, we think that everything is fine. We think that we can get through anything. Not by yourself. And I'm not telling you that you have to go to counseling. If going to church is your thing, do that. If talking to your spouse is your thing, do that and do it frequently. If going to counseling is your thing, go do that too. It can be costly, but at the same time, are you willing to cost your life? Or you willing to pay a bill? It's as simple as that. I've done it. I've went to therapy and it did help me. Therapy did a lot for me. Therapy helped me get through a lot of that. It helped me figure out what exactly I was angry at. It helped me figure out exactly, Tevin, your mother did all that she could. And I never questioned that. I never, felt like she was just giving up or anything like that. But in my mind, I was like, yo, why is she leaving me? That's just where my mind was. Like, I did not understand it. I could not grasp it. I did not understand, and it fed a life for me. I couldn't get over it. You know what I'm saying? I was legit crashing out, and I didn't want to be here. I was like, man, she's not here. I don't want to be here. And, at that time, my oldest daughter was born. So it was super selfish of me to think like that. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't take the time to talk to somebody, and I should have. Simple as that. If you're losing somebody, If you already went through that loss and you feel like you don't have anybody to turn to or talk to, please reach out. I tell people this all the time. Some people use it, some don't, and that's understandable. My inbox is always open, legit. If you want to get on here and you want to talk about something, let me know. I will take time to make sure you get on here and get it out. You might need to talk about it. And letting other people hear what you have went through and or are going through, it might not only help you, it might help others too. That's the reason for this podcast. I've always told everybody that you can use this platform, or you could just let it go. Simple as that. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm supposed to do. I know for a fact that this is what is in my story, and this is what I'm supposed to do. And I couldn't do it for the longest time because of me being sick, but I knew that whenever I got right and my mental was good, that I would make sure to get back to doing this, and this is where we are. I'm back to mentally checking people Mondays and checking myself, holding myself accountable, holding you accountable. And I want you to listen to this and understand that you are loved and that everything that you are going through is going to be okay. But it starts with us checking ourselves and figuring out if we are okay, and actually figuring out how to fix whatever is going on, whether that be your emotions, your marriage, your relationship with your kids, work, whatever. Wake up every morning, pray about it, check yourself, and get to it. It's as simple as that. Just know that I'm thinking about you, and that I hope that everything that you're going through when you wake up in this morning is going to help you be the best version of yourself. I'm out. It's been a hell of a mental check Monday already. Let's get back to it. We've got plenty of great things coming up. I want everybody to know we're doing some different things. Me and Ben have been talking. We're going to have a day coming up soon. I would say give us about a month. We're going to just talk comic books. I know people are like, what do you mean just talk comic books? We're literally just going to talk comic books. Anybody that love comics, hey, we're going to talk about it. We're going to just have just a day just for that. We've got plenty of great interviews coming up. And we also have one thing that I just posted on Facebook and Instagram yesterday. We're going to do a weekend recap. We're going to do all the shows from whatever promotion, North Carolina. We're going to talk about it, wins and losses, title changes, storylines. We're going to talk about we're going to rate matches. Hey, look, what we rate them is what we rate them. It's nothing personal. I believe this is going to help the Carolinas, indie wrestling in general. This is nothing but positivity. I promise you, this is not bashing anybody. This is literally to help every promotion get noticed. And I'm not saying that anybody's not getting noticed. Everybody has their core fans. But what about the fans that only go to AML? What about the fans that only go to Firestar? You're going to be able to hear everything that's going on, because guess what? We're not friends with everybody on Facebook. We're not friends with the same people. So you might not see what goes on at ACW. You might not see what goes on in Newborn. A lot of people are starting new promotions. IPW, they've been running for a little second now, but again, do you know exactly who runs that promotion? Do you know what wrestlers there? The storylines, you don't. Well, we're going to get to it. My people in Charlotte, XWW, we're going to be talking about you guys as well. I love you all, and I want to make sure that everybody gets heard. I want to make sure that everybody gets talked about, because I feel like you're special. If you're running a promotion, guess what? Kudos to you. Everybody's liking and everybody's flavor of the week can change. We all know that. And I think that if we're talking about everybody in one day, let's do it. And not only that, the PLEs, the WWE, TNA, AEW, let's talk about those as well too. We're going to literally dedicate an episode to that, I would say every Monday, possibly Tuesday, for the weekend recap. So please look forward to that. Please subscribe, so whenever we drop a video, it comes to you and you're able to hear all the content. I'm going to be posting a lot of content So please like, follow, subscribe. If I post it, even if you don't want to listen, just please share it for me. Help me get it out. Because even if it's not for you, it's for somebody. And I respect that. You know, you might think that I'm on here just talking crazy. Guess what? I don't think I am. And I do have people that enjoy it. And guess what? If I'm just doing it just for them, I'm going to keep doing it. Again, that's enough. That's a Mental Check Monday. I love you all. I'm out.